Some Zulu lions taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and this one features the Saints, leader at quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Saints and the Cards, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at
all. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
Ready, go!
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Deebo Samuel, and down right around the 37. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge
and they complete the pass there for another first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Arizona defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Cardinals at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 13 carries, 74 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. This one home. It's a touchdown.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all of this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. In the mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on my mind. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up.
It's week 4 of the NFL. And this one features the Saints, leader at quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Saints and the Cardinals, coming up next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 81 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Leonard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Holding. Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Straight ahead, Gibson knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 13 carries, 74 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now you look at the Saints defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
Etienne. Forcing his way into the end zone. He was not to be denied. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. Touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Holding. Offense.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. This defense for the Saints, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a start and get them going.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Blue check. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Leonard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. Third down and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down, Saints.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter, now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after them.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Switch, yellow.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Keeps himself upright. Binds, and the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Butker's kick here is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, It's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Once more, Gibson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Hooker's going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Hooker. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
3rd and goal. Here's Hooker. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught downfield by Pickens. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check. Black swap. Yellow. Line. Check. Pink.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what...
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Hooker now on first down. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. No gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a throw here, hauled in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Stevenson. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down, Saints.
Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Complete to number 83. It's a gain of 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 3.
At the 40-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Ready.
Looking to throw, Hooker. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Check smash. Check smash. Track 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Hooker. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Throwing, Hooker. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Quick throw completed by Hooker. So no gain on the play, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Hey, Crash. 79 Broncos.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And this one's incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Gibson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the Saints, first down.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Back to throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Cards are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big pickup of 38.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope. That they
and it coughed it up. fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to have the Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Hooker to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyler Scott from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The end result, 21 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
Black block, yellow, one.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down by 10. A minute 39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Hooker to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Here comes second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing here is Hooker. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Here's first and 10. Now Hooker. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for New Orleans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.